Hello, this is Deirdre from Stepping Stones Coaching, and I'd like to say to you, however we've come to be here at the closing day of the Level 1 training at Las Vegas from the very, very heart of Stepping Stones Welcome. I am so excited. There are so many beautiful women here, and I just want to share some insights from them, from me, to you. If maybe you're feeling like disconnected or alone, or that you don't belong, or you know, all that stuff that shows up, well, that's all a lie, okay? It's all made up. Although it doesn't feel made up, it feels very real, because it's been very real for me, and it's been very real for these gorgeous women here. But you know something? That's your biggest driver. This is what I say to clients. What if the lowest point is the turning point? And every single one of these amazing women here have been there where you are now, at the lowest point, because it's actually the turning point. Okay, so now I'm just going to share a wee bit with these amazing women. Do you remember your lowest point?
Yes.
Do you want to share a wee bit about it?
Ooh. Yeah, it was dealing with food issues and my insecurities and my feeling of unworthiness, and I think that has elevated this week like twice as much, I think I'd say, than when
So where
was
your turning point then?
During this week?
Yeah.
It was probably yesterday when we started to tap on each other and we started to integrate things that we had been learning through reading and theory, and then we were now actually practicing with people, and that's when things started to kind of click and shift for me.
Good woman. So now, when was your lowest point?
About half an hour ago, actually. I had two lowest points. I had one on Sunday after Robert tapped on a few people, and I just realized how I put myself last instead of asking for help right away when I need it.
So is that what you do?
Thank you, Deirdre. Yes, it's a very common
Is that what
theme.
you do? You put yourself last?
Yes, and I realized...
There's a woman who put herself last.
Yes, and I realized that it's okay to ask for help, that we are so well surrounded here, and it's amazing how many of us have the same issues, so we can understand and empathize. So it's totally okay. You won't look stupid, and everybody gets it.
Yeah.
Really.
Good woman. So when was your lowest point?
My lowest point was probably Friday night.
Okay.
Actually, something weird happened here in the hotel about 4:30 in the morning. They came on the loudspeaker and said, ladies and can I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen? And the anxiety was just at an all-time high, and I was just so terrified. And
so go to the turning
pain
point.
was so high, and then I was able to go back to sleep for a while, and when I woke up, I said, today is the first day of the rest of my life.
Good woman. So maybe that's maybe that's happened to you. Maybe you've been scared like that. It can change. Okay. So when was your lowest point?
My lowest point was yesterday. We were tapping on each other, and my mother died when I was 3. And because my mother died when I was 3, I've always felt unworthy, not good enough. And
Is that yours?
so, and then, but another one was the very first day I was here. I was having problems because walking through the casino and all the smoke, it was triggering me. It was crazy.
That was
and
my trigger.
Yeah, that's a big time trigger for me. And it turned out it was a rape, and I got tapped on by Robert the very first day. That's gone.
Okay, so what would you say to someone who may be in the same position as you, sitting at home, feeling crap? What would you say to them?
I'd say first start out by watching the YouTube videos. They're amazing. That's going to get you ready, and then come to a seminar. And, it's really amazing. And get a practitioner too, because practitioners are really, I've had sessions and they're life-changing.
Good woman, good woman. Anybody else over there want to say anything?
I do.
Lowest point?
Tap with Deirdre.
I have got to say that woman singularly helped change my life. I was the practitioner, she was the client. It's always, always about exchange. We're all in this together.
Yes.
So I thank every single person for all the changes I get when I do the work. I'm good. I'm shit hot. But it's always about exchange. And this last woman who wants to say something. What was your lowest point?
My lowest point was waking up Tuesday morning feeling very unworthy to do my first crossfire session.
And it was with me, and I had the biggest changes. thanks to this woman right here.
There you go. So what was your turning point, Nicole?
I just owned it and worked on myself and visualized how I wanted it to go.
And it was amazing.
So maybe you're like any one of these women. So all of us have our lowest points. All of us have the crap, I'm not good enough, I've been there myself, I am the queen of it. I always thought I was the only one. So if that's the way you're feeling, that you're alone, they're all tapping, by the way. If you feel like that, you're not alone. Get yourself onto YouTube, watch the videos, get yourself to a weekend, start taking charge. We are going to take over the flipping world because we're owning our stuff, and when you own it, you can let it go. I hope whatever you're doing today, you're having a really, really good one. If you're not, we're all with you. We're all supporting you. We don't have to physically be with you to emotionally support you. Okay? So take care, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. Bye.